This is, or was, an APC BackUPS, or BackUPS, whatever you want, 500. It's supposed to put out 500 VA. Very simple in controls, just your on-off switch for power. There is a green clean light in there. This is for the alarm. You could test it by pressing up or silence the buzzer when that goes out. I originally had this on the SHOUTcast server, so should we have a power outage, that would stay up and running and keep broadcasting. The cable modem has its own battery backup, so that would keep the interwebs up, provided the entire town isn't out, in which case all hope is lost. But this started having all sorts of problems. I would find that the SHOUTcast server would just reboot itself, and I was ready to do a whole teardown and find out what the hell was going on, until I realized that this UPS started wigging out and making little chirping sounds and stuff. It's old. How old? Probably around 1997. Is it on the original battery? Let's see. I don't know if there's a date, but it does say APC on it, so I would expect it's original. I don't know if that number means anything. Maybe there's a information here. It's made in China. No, it looks like it's a BB battery. So it may have been replaced at one point. I don't see any information on here whatsoever showing a date of any kind. There's a number here. Oh, maybe. No, it says GE90525. You can just make it out there. So I have no idea. I believe this battery to be pretty dead. Let's put a meter on it. And the reader reads 1.82. So it's dead. That's good. Okay, that's not what you think it is. It's just a little bumper there. Let's try to plug it in without a battery and see what we get. I have the thing here. Power is on, so you can see by the light. I don't know what it'll do without a battery. Nothing's going to short. We just get a green light. It looks like it works, but I don't like that little brrr in the beginning. I think this battery just couldn't take a charge anymore. Let me put the meter probes on these wires and see if there's any charge there. Probes are hooked up, and it is delivering 14 volts. That's with it off. If I turn it on, it goes to 13.36. Turn it off again, and it climbs back to 14 and change. Back on. If I hit, I just knocked the probe out. There we go. If I hit test, okay. Well, let's hook up the Harbor Freight jump pack to that and see what happens. Alright, it's hooked up. I guess we'll turn power back on and see if anything blows up. I don't know what's going to happen, or if it's making good enough connection. I would expect it is. That's all fine. Now it is still disconnected here, so let me... Okay, it looks like it didn't blow up. Let's see if the meter reads anything different. We'll turn it on. I don't have enough hands, so... Almost at 13 on the bottom. Turn it off, read it again. Looks lower now. I'll turn it back on. Let's hit test again. Oh, looky there. Sounds good. Let's kill power. Looks like it might work. I'm gonna go find something to plug into it. Just have the little strobe light there handy, and it seems to be working. Green clean light is still on. If I shut it, it goes dead. If I turn it back on, it'll have to stay that way until power is recycled, I guess. Right, and then it clicks out. So end result is it may not be dead. Probably just a bad battery. So I guess I'll have to hold on to that somewhere. Alright, well, that's one way you could diagnose your old APC BackUPS 500, I guess. Some of you are going to say, go and hook this battery back up. This is a battery that was in there that was causing trouble. This has a very similar battery in it, and being that that's not causing trouble, I would expect that this battery is bad. Now the reason it is reading very, very low is because it started wigging out, like I said. It was dropping, doing all kinds of weird stuff with the SHOUTcast server and things like that. So I don't think it would really work too well. Plus, I know it's very old, this battery. For anybody interested, this is the information, or rather the ports on the back. There is an overload protector, which is some sort of resettable circuit breaker. There's a little button in the center there. I don't know if you can see, I can kind of push it in. 2 outlets, it says 300 watts, which is 500 volt amps. Computer interface port, yes, it's serial. And over here you can set a delay alarm, reduced by 5 volts, reduced by 10 volts, and low battery signal 5 minutes, I guess on or off. Site wiring fault will indicate if you have such, and telephone connection. This is an accessory surge protection port, which interestingly enough is on a short cable. I don't know why they did that. I did try at one point to hook this up with the serial cable, but I was never able to get it to work satisfactorily, so I don't know about that. It's not unheard of that these things stop working. It's certainly possible. They've been known to fail before, but everything else looks alright, so I'm thinking it's just a dead cell is really all it is. I have the screws here to put back in it, so I'll close it up and put it in the junk pile of stuff that won't be fixed ever, because I'm not going to spring for a battery for it. Unless maybe I come into another UPS somewhere. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Make sure you hit like. Make sure you hit shocking voltages. And take care. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.